subscribe to the channel. I'm here with XsToRmEr. We won't do that. But yeah, we're meeting here for the first time. I'm just letting the camera roll while we kind of like get to know each other. So
I got an invitation from some strangers who, you know, I put faith in. I'm like, you know what? I think I know who you guys are. You could be somebody else, and you could be luring me to a trap and just murder me and just put my body away. But I'm gonna come to LA anyway. I trust you guys. I was like, you know what?
And it
this
turned
has been
out
sick.
to not be murder. That's great. But yeah, I've known about your music since the very first days in Newgrounds. You started in like 2002, you said?
Yeah, around 2002, 2003 is when I started.
That's crazy. Yeah, because I made my account in 2004, but I was like lurking around and there was no audio portal back then.
Yeah.
So you remember that?
Yeah.
So it was like, I started with animation first on Newgrounds, like stick animations and stuff.
Oh, like those, like the classic ones where it's just like kung fu fighting stick figures and stuff. Oh, that's great.
That was like even before music, but I heard your music and Dim Rain's music, and you know, I always wanted to make music, but I didn't own a music program. But yeah, that was around that time I started as well. So. Yeah, we were actually like one of the techno inspirations. Yeah.
Back when, because I didn't even know what I was producing, but I realized like I was trying to produce something melodic, like trancey. Yeah. But that was during a time when trance was called techno. Everybody called it techno.
Like anything with like a beat, it's just like it's techno.
Yeah, and anything 4 on the floor and it sounds like robotic, it's techno. It's like no, it's trance.
You would get shit for it too for not using real instruments.
Yeah.
Like it's not real music. It's just like it's happening again now with like you know, like, oh, it's a preset, and then like it goes to generations. What's like a cop out to do?
Like that one song by Gorillaz where they basically just used it was like
the Casio keyboard, like the preset, the Rock One.
The Rock One preset, yes.
Yeah, but that's like, I mean, that's just a cool way of sampling. I mean, I've actually thought about that on those keyboards, you know, the preset songs.
Yeah.
How like some of those are like bangers. Like it's too bad.
Yeah.
You know, no one did something about that. So.
And it's like, it's up to you. Like, oh yeah, that's sick.
I wonder if like as the Casio could sue for that. Like, is that their tune?
And you know, I never really read the terms and conditions for anything like that. I'm not sure about that.
Like you buy a Casio keyboard and you get like the licensing for the tracks. Yeah.
If it's more than 20 years old, then maybe you're good, you know.
Yeah, actually it's 100.
It's 100 years, yeah. Okay, until it falls out of copyright.
Unfortunately. But I mean, you're not XsToRmEr anymore officially, are you? Because that's kind of why, like for me, I thought you just quit music forever.
I did for a minute because I was going through college and getting a job and trying to be a software engineer, and that's where I make my money is I write code.
Awesome.
So that I think the music background definitely helped me with that, but I can't tell you how many times I just want to quit my job and do this shit for full time.
Yeah.
You know, write music full time. That would be amazing. You know.
Awesome.
And that's what I kind of been focusing. Ever since the pandemic hit, I got DJ equipment. And I've been wanting to compose techno tracks, and that's why I changed my artist name to Brainsmith, because XsToRmEr1 for me is like very trancey, very 90s sound, you know, early 2000s sound, you know.
To be honest, Brainsmith is as well, but
that's true though. That's just me though. I feel 90. I'm just a 90s kid.
Yeah, dude. Me too. I think it's a cool name, both of them.
Thank you.
But yeah, Brainsmith reminds me of that. What was that guy on the ground? Mind Chamber. Oh shit. I don't really remember Mind Chamber. He was an animator, but he was like one of those like, how's he making it look 3D? It's 2004.
Oh, you know.
Slow down.
I might have seen.
Yeah.
I might have seen.
But yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's probably more people like us. It's like, I wish he kept making music, but I don't know who you are now.
Yeah.
So you should probably like make like an announcement.
Dude, that's what I want to do nowadays is just, I don't know if I want to release tracks, but now I'm like, do I release tracks under my new alias or do I just go back to XsToRmEr1 since that actually has notoriety, it actually has popularity? Like, I don't know. It would make sense.
Yeah, actually now if you go to Google and you write in like autodidactic music, just like straight up on Google, it'll like popular tracks, and like your classics is up there on like the first 10 that comes up under XsToRmEr.
That's cool. That is
so
awesome.
You still have traction under your old name.
And I've gotten hit up by people that they're like, what the hell? Like, I found your music after all these years. And like, there were a couple people that told me that it got them through some dark times. And I was like, that's amazing that I can't, you know.
Among many other like Newgrounds classics, like some of your tracks, I burnt them on CDs, like listen to them walking to school and stuff. It's memories for people.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could keep using your new name as long as you let all the other guys know who you became.
That's true.
So they know where to find you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, having a website and all that definitely helps. But I feel like nowadays, like having I don't know if a website even helps. I think it's just having just a connect somewhere like Instagram or something, or a link tree.
I mean, this guy always tells me that whatever I do, no one else does. But still, I think that like having things like a website and just being enough places to be found, and like maybe your website is not it, but there's a link there to where you do post music, right? So, because like for me, and I know people are getting so like they have basically attention span of like 10 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. 15 for reels or whatever it was.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. So it's just like, oh, I remember XsToRmEr. They start looking for you, and then it's like they write it or they forget the one or something. You don't come up, but then they do get that, but there's nothing about Brainsmith, and it's like, oh, I guess he stopped, and they can't find you, and they give up.
Right.
So that's what that website's for, right? To just like that one moment they think about you again, they'll find it.
How do people find that connection? How do people connect the dots between these? Yeah.
Because even I wanted to like listen to some of your new stuff earlier, and it took me a while to find, because I was like, was it brain something? Smith. Yeah. So So I think that would be like the biggest thing for you. Really, just like let people know you're still around.
Now, between Brainsmith and XsToRmEr1, which one do you think I should stick with?
I mean, obviously I'm biased, so I say XsToRmEr because you will, like, if you have that name, like chances are you start rolling your music career harder again, and like from like maybe every 1,000 people you meet, it's like XsToRmEr. Oh, my childhood memories are coming back to me, But you don't have that with your new name.
Damn, that's true.
Yeah.
That's some big insight right there.
That happens to me more than I thought it would too. Like, oh, I know, like people big up in the industry now. It's like, I used to like play flash games with your music, and they're like again talking about it. Right? That's it's very cool. And also it makes me feel very old.
That's exactly what I was gonna say, because I feel like I have outdated thinking, how to approach things, because like there are newer ways to do things. There are more modern ways to approach. How you're gonna advertise yourself, how you're gonna put yourself out there. It's not the way that I thought when I was growing up.
Yeah, it's not that way anymore. I had to relearn a lot of things too. The algorithms is what you gotta fight now.
So like nowadays, do you produce like a lot of YouTube content?
Yeah, or well, everything I produce also becomes YouTube content as like I wouldn't say a byproduct, but it's like it always goes up on YouTube, either mine or the studio's. When it's a collab, something we've done together, it goes up on the studio YouTube. If it's just a Waterflame track, then it's a Waterflame channel. But when I do a release, it's like YouTube, Bandcamp, Spotify, and it goes on iTunes, all other streaming services. It will be everywhere you want to find it. So that's always been my MO.
Have you guys been doing that through DistroKid?
Recently, yeah, DistroKid's the best. I used to be with TuneCore and shill them hardcore, but they have messed up things for me like for 10 years now. So sick of their shit. So they're out, and DistroKid's the new sheriff. Yeah,
I really love the idea behind DistroKid, and it seems to be working really well for my end. Like, I know I'm not seeing a lot of revenue, but I am seeing some revenue from the tracks, and I'm like, this is mind blowing to me, because it's on so many different platforms through DistroKid.
And also, I mean, like, that's a distributor role, but so someone with DistroKid is they let you edit a lot of things, and like you can update the cover art just on the page, and they'll just like they'll fix it for you.
Across all the platforms.
Yeah.
That's
but
so
like
good.
before, you had to like, if I wanted to do that with TuneCore, I had to like ticket an appeal and talk to a guy, send in the art, wait 3 weeks, and talk to a guy that like iTunes wanted to approve it. You know, it was like bureaucracy. But now like DistroKid fixes a lot of that. Like
That's
just
awesome.
drops a lot of steps. So
that's so useful.
yeah, and the support actually talks to you in time. You know, for problems.
That's awesome. You guys?
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good.
I have, but just so you know, it's like a chronic thing I have. I basically make more phlegm than the average person, and like in Norway, I'm fine, but in LA, the smog and stuff, I'm just like constantly.
I can only imagine.
I'm too like I don't know the English word for it, but I guess I'm too delicate for this.
What's the word in Norwegian?
Sart.
Sucked.
Yeah, SART.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's like kind of like, not frail, but like something close to that.
Like susceptible to things.
Susceptible to the elements. Basically. Yeah. And, but yeah, so I'm always so busy, so I've kind of like been out of the correspondence loop. So I heard rumors that he wanted to make something happen musically today.
Today, if we can, I was like thinking, like, what can we make happen in one day?
Oh,
like,
we can make it happen in one day. Trust me. It's just like where you want to go, you know?
yeah, I'm not sure, because in my mind, I was thinking, write some really cool chords, a really nice melody, maybe put something behind that. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You know, so it's been a while since I've written a track, but usually when I in the past when I did write a track, it would take me probably like a week off and on working on it on a track.
Which is fair. Like with us, it's like everything from. Sometimes I compose a track in 4 hours. Other times it's like 3 weeks because it's like a huge production and I can't get the mastering right. I send it to this guy and he has to fix a bunch of stuff I've done that's weird. And but then other times it's just like everything sits 4 hours. I made a masterpiece. Don't touch it, you know. So
yeah, that's the hardest part for me is knowing when to stop touching the fucking track. It's like it sounds okay.
Yeah, there's a guy in the room looking at me over here because that's like the criticism I get the most is like, you made it already, don't touch it. And then I spent 2 days ruining it. And I don't understand that I'm doing it. It was good the first time. Yeah. Because I have this thing where if I sit there and I listen to the patterns on repeat too much, I start to tune out things and then make new melodies on top of that. Almost so the old melody becomes the core of the new melody. And then like people don't know because I've been in there for 10 hours and this is my world now. And then you hear it for the first time, it's like, oh my God, where did I focus? So that's my biggest musical problem, I guess. So if like all I need to do is to be held in check, basically. Okay, that's enough riffs.
Have like a second pair of ears.
Yeah, basically. So to me, it's like almost the opposite problem of most people. I can't think of anything. For me, it's like, I'm thinking of too much. So we can. Anywhere you want to start. I'm a bedroom composer as well. So obviously, I don't do it much. Live with others, but I've started more the past like 3 years, I guess, is when I really started to come out of that like lone wolf mindset and started doing stuff with other people.
And I was gonna say, for me, it's gonna be a learning experience.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's like what I'm saying. To be like live in person, having made a track, I think I've only done that with him and like 2 of my close friends. So it's definitely not something I'm used to either. But it's just like we'll just like have fun, see if we can cook up something, you know. I mean, we're both techno artists, so like if a riff is cool, it'll probably be like, and then we need, you know, and then it'll go from there. So, yeah, but
cool.
Do you have a laptop with you?
I do have a laptop, and I did bring a little small like keyboard with like some stuff on it.
Got everything you need then, except speakers.
Yeah, I didn't bring speakers.
Hey, so, yeah.
What's this?
That's the little thing we have for you.
Oh, shoot.
From the Also I Like the Company.
Oh, thank you. some cool swag. Oh, damn, that's sick. Wow.
If you hold it like this, it's gyroscopic, so
Oh, that's so cool.
it's the logo.
That is so cool.
So this will open a secret door one day, so hold on to it.
Oh, that is so awesome, dude. Thank you. Thank you.
it's
Thank you. That's awesome. Cheers to PFTQ over here for an awesome smoothie, too. Thank you. That was awesome. Very, very cool.
Yeah, you're a part of the Illuminati.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really cool. It's almost like we're assembling the Avengers, you know.
Yeah, the Avengers back like the Avengers.
Yeah, that's not what the A stands for. Or the autodidacts.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
cooler if you ask me.
Exactly.
I mean, the Avengers went to school and stuff. We don't need that, you know.
Very nice, dude. This is very cool.
I'm finally starting to wake up. Yeah, do you have like a normal rhythm or?
Yeah, like I usually go to bed around 2 in the morning.
Yeah, well, same as me, honestly. And everyone of us. But we work with so many different time zones that sometimes it's just like at the mercy of, you know, like we had a call with, what was it, London? Like at 1 o'clock the other day, and then you just kind of be up for that and then sleep later. It's like whenever it's fit. But since you have like your programming job, do you get to do that from home, or do you get?
Yeah, I do get to do that from home.
Oh, that's nice.
It used to be, you know, sit in traffic about 3 hours a day, you know, like every day until the pandemic hit, and that's when they established our remote jobs, and so we were able to work from home.
Mm-hmm. It's almost okay. Like, yeah, I mean, obviously it was tragic and horrible for a lot of people, but it did push that, like, we don't actually need to show up at work
exactly
thing for a lot of, yeah. So it kind of forced the next generation a little bit. Which I think was, like, for me, I almost felt guilty because it was like, COVID did nothing to me, right? Because I was just in my bedroom anyways, like, well, the only risk was like going to the store.
Yeah.
Right? So, but for other people, they have to like get on a bus every day, and there's like huge risk of getting it. So yeah, I was lucky there.
I agree. I'm definitely lucky because there are still people that, you know, have to actually be at their jobs. And, you know, for me, it's like I feel definitely lucky not to have to be on the road anymore.
Although,
you know,
we still travel during COVID.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I might have had it at one point anyway, or I'm not sure. The test tested positive, but all the tests tested positive. So I think the pack was faulty. I don't know. But.
So to anybody that took the test out of these packs, they
exactly.
positive.
Yeah.
Because usually it's good to buy multiple to get, like, you know, make sure you're sure that you have it. Exactly. And then.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that's mostly over.
Yeah.
This haircut, there's no. I mean, I'm so out of the news now. I don't know if it's still around.
It's such an insignificant thing in my life anymore. Yeah. It used to be just the only thing that people would talk about, but nowadays it's like I hardly ever hear about it anymore, and I don't often get sick. Yeah. Like maybe once a year.
I get sick all the time. That, you know, frail and all. Yeah.
But like also moving different climate, going to different, you know, countries, got jet lag on top of that probably.
And then I can't sleep on those planes because like my legs are too tall, and then yeah, I just like it's a lot of like I get sick, like you say, when I'm kind of exhausted, don't get enough sleep and stuff like that, for sure.
Yeah.
But also I'm notoriously like this stuff just happens to me. Like last time I was in what was it, like 2-3 years ago now? I lost my appendix while I was in the US.
Oh.
I was like in line for GDC, you know, the Game Developers Conference. And my stomach was kind of hurting that day, and I was like, guys, this is not really going away. Like, I went to find a toilet, you know, and when I got out, it was like, oh, still feels exactly the same. Actually, kind of worse now. Okay, so.
And you kind of had a feeling that it might be.
And I had a pitch at GDC, like for that in front of an audience and stuff. So right after I got my ticket, the rest of the trip was just like take out an organ instead of going to music. Okay.
Fun.
And also, obviously, I'm Norwegian, so had it happened in my country, it would have been like fully paid for by the government, right? But of course, it happened on like the 2 weeks I was in the US and the one time we didn't do any travel insurance.
Oh no, dude! I am sorry for that.
Yeah, I learned a lesson. I lost an organ. C'est la vie. But anyway, it's great to finally meet you.
Yeah, you too.
It's cool to see like almost every like techno artist I know that still do their thing, or like they've also kept like kind of alternative and does like something in IT now.
Yeah.
Like if they didn't continue music, it's all IT.
Yeah, because like in my mind, writing a program was a lot like writing a song.
Yeah.
Composing something.
Makes a lot of sense.
So that you guys went to a conference recently, or
well, we kind of do all the time. So Anime Expo is going on now.
That's right, it is.
Yeah, this guy is going back and forth there.
Oh, okay.
And yeah.
Hence.
He gets reanimated sometimes. He goes to a con. Oh, he comes back here. But ooh, nice sound.
Oh, thank you.
Very arcade.
Yeah, Donkey Kong 2.
Oh, that's what it was. It invoked something. See, yeah, you need to keep XsToRmEr1.
I do.
Yeah, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, cons. So yeah, there's also VidCon happening around this time that we usually go to, but now we're actually too busy with just meeting people around the con. Before that, I had a talk at VidCon, just talking about. Well, actually, I was talking about registrations of PROs and how to maximize getting most out of your music and stuff. And it was a little bit of a mismatch because I had the talk for like the track that was medium creator. So it was kind of like, these are the things that maybe bigger creators should know. But they're so big that they won't listen to someone like me telling them that they don't have their shit together. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how to really present that talk if I'm having it again, but it's good information. People should hear it if they're kind of in my situation. Yeah. And also, I go to cons in Norway a lot more now. So I've kind of like become, I'm on a judging panel for like deciding the best games of the year and stuff in Norway.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's very fun. So I go to like, I get invited to like be on the judges panel and have talks and stuff there now.
Yeah.
Yearly. But other than that, it's just wherever stuff is happening. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna go to that many cons anymore. Because now we're starting to like have a big network and so much to do that we don't really
can't find the time.
Yeah, and that means we don't need to either, right?
Mm-hmm. They come to you.
Yeah,
like me.
Exactly. Yeah, it's working.
No, that's good. Yeah, it is. No, this has been awesome. This has been fun so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll cap the interview there.